And joining us now is Dan Ilic from Fusion Network in the United States. I don't know if you can tell that from his hat. Now, Dan, Trump managed to keep his crazy in check for around 20 minutes, and then, of course, he just lost his shit. The guy said he would not commit to accepting the outcome of the election results. That's got to be a first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very, it's what we would say unsportsmanlike here, or dare we say in Australia, it's very un-Australian. And what he did say is that he's actually going to keep us in suspense. He's going to let us wait until he's actually seen the result before he decides to string the banjo and then unleash some sort of civil war on America. So I think that's really quite scary, really quite frightening, but I think his supporters will really love the tone of his voice there.
Can I just say, the one thing you don't want in a president is surprises. Somebody saying, I'm going to hold suspense. No, the whole point of an election is to go, this is what you're going to get for 4 years. It just doesn't make sense. That's my complaint.
Yeah. You certainly don't want to surprise other leaders like Vladimir Putin because they can blow stuff up.
Don't want that happening. Now, Dan, tonight was the night where all the big issues were covered by both candidates: guns, abortion, immigration, the economy, fitness to be president. But did we learn anything we didn't already know about the candidates tonight?
No, I don't think we did. I honestly don't think we did. It was generally, other than a few key moments, it was generally quite a boring debate, and it certainly covered a lot of the same territory that we'd covered before in the previous two debates. There was one really excellent kind of standout moment where Trump berated Hillary again for her inaction over 30 years.
The one thing you have over me is experience, but it's bad experience because what you've done has turned out badly.
In the 1980s, I was working to reform the schools in Arkansas. He was borrowing $14 million from his father to start his businesses. In the 1990s, I went to Beijing and I said women's rights are human rights. He insulted a former Miss Universe, Alicia Machado, called her an eating machine. And on the day when I was in the Situation Room monitoring the raid that brought Osama bin Laden to justice, he was hosting the Celebrity Apprentice.
That was a beautiful moment where Hillary really stood her ground and made Trump look like less of a man than the bucket of stale Play-Doh that he already is.
I will say, Dan, we did learn something new tonight. We did learn that he's still bitter about losing an Emmy. That came up at least twice. My God, let it go, dude.
We'll not let it go.
That was a beautiful moment, wasn't it? Like, you can see, if Donald Trump was president and you were going to an Olympic Games, you would be very worried coming home without a medal, wouldn't you?
Now, Trump's campaign has been hit hard by a string of sexual assault allegations from women. He was asked about it tonight. How do you rate his response?
If you did take Trump on his word, I don't know why you would unless you're a single cell organism. But if you did, for instance, you would hear that Trump respects women more than any other person in the world. And that, when he did say that, the whole audience was just trying to prevent themselves from laughing. And it was just a beautiful moment.
Okay, now, it wouldn't be an American election without some wild conspiracy theories doing the rounds of the internet. I reckon the best one that I've heard is the Clintons actually paid Trump to run. What are your thoughts? Put your tinfoil hat on for us, Dan. Give us your thoughts.
That is a really great conspiracy theory, but now they have to figure out ways to pay him to run away. So that's going to be the trick. Now he's got the spotlight, he's just going to want to have it 24/7. And do you think if he loses the election, he's going to go away? No way. Trump TV is on its way, and we're going to be barraged with Trump messages from ad infinitum. He's never going to go away. I feel like I'm going to be speaking about Trump for the next 30 years. In fact, I'm going to have to find a rock without internet reception somewhere just to hide underneath.
No internet connection, but hopefully still a satellite connection so we can still talk to you. Dan Ilic from Fusion Network, thank you so much for talking to us about US politics. We will no doubt check in with you again as we get closer to November 8.
Good to be with you.